Thank you to Ravit for your support on Patreon.
May 9th. 9th. After a little bit of talking, Shoichi and I decided to buy the ingredients we'll need to make the food for the party today. Even though I insisted I could do it by myself, Shoichi still decided that he should tag along. As a result, maybe we should put some of this on the yakisoba. That's coffee, not even good quality coffee. It's just bad espresso powder. But it should make for a fun change of flavor, right? This guy's cooking sense truly is something to marvel at. At least the lack of it. Oh, then how about this? I think it should be good on the okonomiyaki. Bean sprouts. You want me to put bean sprouts on the okonomiyaki? Yeah, I think the crunchiness could make for a very fun texture. Your head is too messed up. Shoichi, I'm just gonna follow my own recipes? I don't want to add any of these fun additions. Could you at least get different ingredients to make more nutritive meals? Such as this gelatin powder. It should add tons of protein to the food. What the hell is wrong with you? You're just grabbing whatever you see on the shelves and trying to get me to put it in the food. I can't just go along with it, otherwise we'd end up with Mystery Food X for the party, and I refuse to be accessory to mass murder. How about you just let me cook using my recipes, okay? This is why I didn't want to bring you along in the first place. Come on, you have to at least be open to suggestions. Your suggestions would completely kill the party, so I think I'll pass. Didn't we agree that I'd be the one in charge of the food? Do you want me to start having opinions about the decor? Point taken. Honestly, if I let him, he'd just do everything by himself. Well, I'm comfortable letting him deal with guests and decoration. If he had his hand in anything food-related, we'd all die. You're so fussy. Why do you always feel the need to have a hand in everything? I wouldn't go as far as to say everything. You're the one who asked me to help organize this party, and yet you're trying to tell me how to do things. What else am I supposed to call it? Point taken. Shoichi grabs another bag from one of the nearby shelves, studying it with interest. What is it this time? I haven't said a word. You think I was born yesterday? I know you were looking for an opportunity to say something. Spit it out. You think this powdered milk would be good for the okonomiyaki? For a topping? I guess it could work on a sweet version that... No, I meant for the regular ones. The regular ones. You know, I don't use milk for my batter recipe. I use homemade beef stock. But this is low sugar and low fat. So is the stock. Also, what are you, a grandma? Since when do you care about sugar and fat? We're gonna have a bunch of 40-year-old men in there. You should trim on the fats and sugar so they don't end up putting on weight. I have a feeling that if you said something like that to them, they'd call you a sissy. I'm not a sissy, I'm an athlete. Athletes care about their weight. Try telling that to a bunch of grumpy 40-year-old men. Noted. Every time Shoichi picks something new up from the shelves, I already start sweating bullets thinking about how I'm going to shut down his next dumb idea. Luckily, he seems to behave himself for the most part, keeping opinions and suggestions to a minimum. Of course, I still get the occasional gem, like... Hey, it says here that this flour's been bleached. Shouldn't we go for it with a different one then? You're not supposed to put bleach on your food. It's like all the common sense eludes him when it involves food. You're not supposed to be a stupid person. Stop saying stupid things. Once the painful ordeal that was shopping is finally over, I guide Shoichi to the cake shop where I'm going to place our order. This place looks pretty good. Yeah, it's my mom's favorite shop. Their cakes are kind of expensive, but I can always count on them where quality is concerned. That's good. That would probably destroy us if we bought cheap cake. What's this? I spent 2 months away and you can't even buy me decent cake? What's with this runny frosting and this texture that looks like cardboard? What's this thing taste like? Why does this thing taste like shoe? It's sad that I can totally imagine him saying that. Right? By the way, have you decided on a flavor of cake yet? No, all I know is that I want yellow sponge cake for the base. I have no idea what to use for the filling of the frosting. Ooh, how about we get one of those sculpted cakes that are covered in fondant? Pass? Aw, why? I like those. You think your dad is going to appreciate a cake that's dry and tastes of nothing but pure sugar? I guess you're right. But I don't think every single fondant cake is going to be like that. Fondant cake takes a long time to make, so they're usually already 3 or more days old by the time you're eating them. It's really hard to make them actually taste good. Sure, they can be good, but I'm not running that risk. When did you become so knowledgeable about cakes? I thought you didn't bake much. I don't, but I still like reading up on this kind of stuff. It's interesting. Anyway, he's your dad. Do you have any idea what you like best? I don't know. He's always been kinda unpleasable. There's a good chance he might end up hating whatever it is we pick. It's not a very cheerful thought. You kinda get used to it. I've had 18 years of practice after all. I'm pretty sure I should be sad about this. Oh, now that I think about it, a coconut filling might be a good call. I didn't know your dad liked cocoa nuts. He has a love-hate relationship with them. On the one hand, he hates eating the actual insides of it or drinking the water. On the other hand, he loves coconut cream and coconut-flavored stuff in general. Can he just make up his mind on it? I've been asking myself the same thing for a few years now. Well, alright then, coconut filling it is. What about the frosting? Should we go with coconut too? It's harder to decide on than I thought it would be. And I'm the indecisive one. How about chocolate? I don't think we could go wrong with a chocolate frosting. We should probably make it semi-sweet chocolate, otherwise the cake would be way too sugary. True that. Hey, do you think they make a low-fat... Don't even start. How rude. Wow, rude. Next thing I know, you're going to be asking them to put vegetables inside of protein pills to make it more healthy. I'm not going through this again twice in the same day. No, sir. Is it decided then? Coconut cream filling with semi-sweet chocolate frosting. Yeah, that should be good. Dad doesn't have that much of a sweet tooth anyway, so he's probably not going to have much of it no matter what we get. Hopefully the guests won't hate it. I guess so. I'm going to place the order now then. Sure. Luckily it didn't take us long to place the order once we've decided on what flavor we want. Wow, it's already starting to go dark. We did leave school pretty late after all. I'm just glad we have enough free time to get this done during a school day. Usually we'd have to wait until a weekend to do anything that'd take time. It doesn't help that you took so long with the pointless suggestions at the grocery store that we stayed there for nearly 2 hours. I already said I was sorry. Jeez, you're relentless. It's only the second time I've mentioned it. Don't be such a drama queen. Wow, your words wound me. How did that saying go? Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never break me. Your version of it would probably end with, but words will give me a big owie instead. Wow, that's a fucking lame burn. You certainly act like one sometimes. Look who's talking here. I never said I was any different. Good, at least you're not a liar. Shoichi chuckles as first swaying softly in the evening breeze. Never really stopped to think about it before, but he really is quite a handsome guy, huh? Wow, my brain thinks of weird stuff on occasion. I'll just attribute this stuff to what happened with Haruki a few days ago. Yeah, I'm just feeling overly conscious of him because of what happened on the roof. Let's be honest, the whole thing was surreal. I mean, come on, Shoichi's obsessed with me? There's no way that could happen, right? Right? You okay? You're spacing out again. Sorry about that, I was just thinking of something. You thinking? How scandalous. Now it's my turn to ask, the hell kind of opinion do you have of me?
Hey, boy.
Well, at least he looks like he's having fun. I'm not gonna lie, planning this party has been a perfect excuse for us to spend more time together, and it's been great so far. I'm glad our schedules have gotten a little lighter, even if it's just for a short time. By the way, are you sure it's okay for you to come with me on a weekday? Isn't the student council supposed to be really busy right now since we're so close to the festival? They'll be fine. If they can't handle a single day without me holding their hands, then everything will go to shit once I graduate anyway. Who are you, and what have you done with Shoichi? Shut up, I'm allowed to cut loose once in a while. Nope, that doesn't sound like you either. Go eat a dick. Come on, what's the real reason you decided to take time off? Shoichi looks away from me, awkwardly scratching his cheek. His tail was slowly swishing from side to side, showing me that he's still enjoying himself despite the situation. It wouldn't be right for me to ask you to do all this stuff by yourself when the party was my idea. Aw, you were worried about me, how cute. Why do I get the feeling that you're just looking for an excuse to mock me? Oh, you noticed. I was right? Well, riling him up has never been easier. Shoichi's just too cute when he gets going like this. Sorry, I just couldn't resist teasing you a little. Yeah, how many times have I heard this excuse already? As long as you continue being that cute, I'll continue to use that excuse. What, cute? Since when am I cute? Oh, come on, you try to act tough like that, but you're just a sweetheart on the inside, aren't you? What's with you today? You don't usually say nice things like that to me. Is that so? I didn't notice I was acting different. If I didn't know you, I'd say that you were being flirty. Nope, that's impossible. You don't have to shut it down that fast. At least be a little mindful of hurting my pride. Sorry, big guy, just don't swing that way. He just said it. No one said you did. Expected his response to be, neither do I. Am I looking too much into this? It couldn't be, right? It's just something that Haruki guy came up with to confuse me. Hey, Shoichi, I wouldn't happen to what? I guess I forgot what I was gonna ask. Boy, that's a bald-faced lie. Huh? What's up with that? Thank God. You might be smart, but you're certainly not clever. At least not when it comes to this. Sorry, I guess I've been a little on the forgetful side recently. Could it be that June has started to rub off on you? Ooh, June rubbing off. No, I don't think it's something like that. You certainly have some very wild ideas at times, huh? Well, whatever. Are we all done with the things you wanted to do today? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Good. I was worried you were going to ask me to drop by someplace else on the way. Not unless you'd like to go grab some food with me. Sure. I guess I've got a couple hours to spare. Although that's probably how long you're going to take to order anyway. Har, we have a funny guy here. I try. I feel a strong urge to flick him on the forehead. By the way, I hope you don't mind me asking this, but what came out of that conversation you had with that Haruki guy? Huh? How did the conversation get to Haruki of all things? Just humor me, okay? I've been wondering about that guy since I met him on the roof. Did he really have that much of an impact on you? I guess you could say that. Not every day that a guy corners and kisses you out of nowhere. Tries to, right? Tries to? I'm starting to think I should have been harder on him. There's no need to go that too far, though. I guess. Let's just be glad he didn't pull off anything weird. Yeah, right. Mouth shut! Either way, did he say something about what happened? Nope, little shit didn't even bother to apologize. I swear, I wanted to get him kicked off the team so badly, but the reasonable side of me won out. Let's be glad I did, otherwise I'm afraid what you would have done to the poor guy. Regardless, I don't think I'd been able to do anything too drastic, even though I really wanted to. You're a big softy, after all. As long as you had time to cool down, you're not the type to escalate the situation. Sure, time to cool down is the key part of that sentence there. I don't always get to have that. I just think our lucky stars that you did this time. Kinda wish I didn't. Shoichi, no hitting people. Bad dog. Now you're treating me like a dog. Hee. Sure are cheery. It's fun to mess around every now and then. You know, you're only allowed to say every now and then if you actually work. Hey, you calling me lazy? I'm certainly not calling you hard working, that's for sure. Fine, I apologize. No need to glare at me. You really say some annoying stuff every now and then. Look who's talking. You love poking other people's buttons. Yeah, but I get a pass since I'm cute. There's so much wrong with that sentence that I don't even know where to start. It was a joke. You're supposed to nod along. Nope, you're not gonna get a pass with that. You're not cute. You can't pull off the cute act. Jeez, you saying I'm not cute? That's hurtful, man. Oh, please. Stop acting like a drama queen. Would you even like to have another man calling you cute? Got a point there. I think I'll pass. See? I knew it. Don't look so smug. Well, getting back to the subject at hand, did that sate your curiosity, or is there something else you'd like to ask? What do you mean, did it sate your curiosity? You didn't even say a damn thing. You went on a tangent and now you're just trying to change the subject. Oh, you noticed that, huh? You're not slick. Don't try to game me. Sorry. Alright, you want a summary of what happened after you left us at the rooftop? If possible, yes. But if possible, who said it wasn't? I'd flick you on the nose. God, don't do that. Dog noses are sensitive. Some more than others. Alright, I got it. Let's see. I pulled Haruki aside to talk a few minutes before Coach arrived to practice. Little shit was actually on time for once. I gave him a pretty general talking to, told him he couldn't come and go whenever he wanted, that he wasn't allowed to disrespect Coach or the other members. He kept trying to bring up what happened on the rooftop, probably wanted to provoke me, so I'd forget again. Sounds like it was a hard time. I'm not sure I'd call it a hard time, it was annoying at most. Regardless, once I was done chewing him out, he quieted down a little. Didn't cause any problem for practice that day. Did he agree to see the school counselor? That's a whole other issue. One, I'm afraid I won't be able to do much to fix. He's resisting the idea? I was resisting was all he was doing. He's actively telling me to go fuck myself, and to borrow his words, said that he's not a fucking pansy that needs to talk about his feelings and shit. Then he said he was fine. That's not ideal. Not ideal? That's already grossly downplaying the severity of the situation here. Do you have any idea of something you could do to help? Conk him in the head, drag his unconscious body to the counselor's office and strap him down to a chair? Be serious. The problem was, I was being serious. Wow. Yeah, the situation isn't exactly easy to deal with. As long as he behaves, the school doesn't much care what he does. They'll stop pushing for it if he stops acting like a delinquent. Which does nothing to help him. I mean, even if he's a dick, he's suffered a lot of abuse in his life, right? A person like that needs help, not to get tossed to the side. I think you're overestimating how much the school can do in this situation. It's not that I want that to happen either. Even if he's a pain in the ass, he's a member of my team. I want to help him if I can. But it's not all flowers. No one has the power to force him to go see a shrink. Even if you did, you can't force him to talk. He's been dealt a bad hand in life, and he's resistant to getting help. There's not much anyone else can do about that. Even if everything he says makes sense, I just can't accept it. Cleveland, I know that look on your face. Please don't tell me you're gonna seek him out. That's just gonna end badly. Who says I was gonna do anything like that? It's written all over your face. You're thinking about how this sort of thing is unacceptable and how you want to take matters into your own hands, aren't you? How did you know that? At the risk of repeating myself, how long do you think I've known you for? It's not in your nature to ignore someone who needs help. I know that much all too well. That's the main reason we became friends in the first place. But don't forget that you're not the only one who wants to do something. I'm also doing what I can to help on my side of things. Do you really think that you could do better? I honestly don't know, but I still don't like it. What are you, a child? Just accept that there are some things you can't fix. I know that, but that doesn't mean I can just stand still and do nothing. Sure, you might be doing your best to help, but you've also got to remember the fact that you're already strapped for time with all your obligations. Something like this just wouldn't rank high on your priority list. There's no way you could dedicate enough time to helping him. You really have to fight me on everything? Alright, fine, I'll bite. What makes you think you'd do any better? You're just as strapped for time as I am most days. Sure, you skip practice a lot, but you're still supposed to be going every day. It's not like you have a magic formula to do with this kind of thing. What exactly are you thinking of doing? Just sitting next to him and annoying him until he accepts your friendship? Worked on you, right? You're shitting me right now, right? There's no way you're being serious. Please tell me you're not gonna do that. Why shouldn't I? Well, to begin with, he's not a 6-year-old. You might have worked on me when we were that young, but do you really think that an annoying, pissed off teenager is going to be the solution to his problems? Now that you mentioned it, I guess Shoichi retains his role as the voice of reason for another day. You're way too rash with these things. Can you please just leave this problem alone? Let the teachers and other people in charge handle it. Sure, the teachers are already passing the bill down to you and having you deal with it. It's surprising. That surely inspires trust. Then again, if I continue to disagree with them, we'll probably be stuck here all night. Fine, whatever you say, boss. Why doesn't this make me feel any more at ease? Because you know me too well. You're just imagining things. I hope, for both of our sakes, that you're telling the truth. Somehow we ended up at the diner where Saya works. I guess Shoichi wasn't kidding when he said they're open late. We both decided to order burgers since we wanted something we could eat quickly. I wish Saya-chan were on shift today. It'd be fun to tease her again. You really are a fearless man, aren't you? Even after she threatened to reveal your secret, whatever that is, you're still up for teasing her. What's life without a few risks? Plus, there's no way she'd actually do it. Even Saya has a heart, you know. Is it really that bad? Your secret, I mean. As if I was gonna tell you what it is. Come on, I'm not asking you to tell me everything. Just a little hint. Nuh-uh, no way in hell. Jeez, if you keep so much secrecy over it, it's just gonna make me more curious. That argument didn't work the first time. It's not gonna work now. God damn. Rats. Alright, I'll just change the subject since it seems you're not gonna budge anyway. Thank you. Although I won't lie, it's been bugging me for a while. I wonder, would Saya-chan tell me if I pestered her enough? I know this kind of makes me an awful friend, but I really want to know! I'll leave that for another time. Is there anything else we need to get done for the party? We already got most of the shopping done today. I've already planned out how I want the decor to be done. It's not gonna be anything fancy. I'm just gonna having a welcome home sign custom painted for him. Other than that, it's mostly some balloons. I'd probably chalk custom painted art up as something fancy. I mean, sure, I might have splurged a little, but it's my dad. I can't just go with anything. He'd chew me out if I did. Won't he also chew you out for spending too much money on something he'd consider silly? That is a fair point. To sum it up, he's gonna get chewed out regardless. This is one of those scenarios where the only way to win is not to play. Are you sure you're gonna Are you sure you're not gonna invite Hitoka-chan to it? This again? I thought the subject was already settled. It is. I don't know. It's hard to swallow. I get it, but trust me, it's just better for everyone involved like this. It's a very weak argument. I know I shouldn't, but it's eating me up inside. Hitoka's also a friend of mine, and I'm pretty sure she'd be pissed if she found out Shoichi had a party and didn't invite her. Please tell me you're not plotting something. Huh? What? What are you talking about? That look on your face. It's the I'm about to do something really bad look you have sometimes. What? I'm not gonna do anything. The likelihood of me believing that is nearly zero. You really have that little faith in me? Yes. Rude! I promise you I'm not up to anything. There, does that ease your worries? Hardly. I guess that's all I'm getting. Jeez, why do you have to be so suspicious of me? I mean, I totally am going to invite Hitoka without saying anything, but jeez, what does this guy have to get some... what does the guy have to do to get some trust around here? I guess all it'd take is to not be me. Meh, I'll worry about the consequences later. Right now, I'll just focus on righting the wrong I'm faced with. I guess I'm done here. I'll get down at Shoichi's plate and see that there's not even a single crumb left. Jesus, how'd you finish it so fast? I was hungry. I can see that. Give me a few minutes to finish my own food and we can be on our way. Sure, it's not like I have a set time to get home or anything. That's a luxury I'm gonna miss once Dad gets home. You really think he's gonna crack down on you that hard? Maybe he'll give you a bit more freedom since you did just take care of yourself for 2 months. You kidding me? This isn't my first time he's going down this road. This isn't my first time going down this road. Sure, that might be the longest trip, but there's no way he's gonna miss the opportunity to control me. That means a strict curfew, a limited time to play games, being forced to study for a set number of hours even if I've already reviewed all the subject already, yada yada yada, same old. I really should wish your dad would notice the fact that you're already a responsible person on your own and that you didn't need ridiculous rules like that. Maybe when pigs fly. Until then, hope is all I have. That sucks. Shoichi is awful silent right now. I wonder what's going on in that head of his. I'm done. You really are a slowpoke even when you're eating. Shut up, not everyone inhales their food like you. Shoichi and I pay for our parts of the bill. We walk back home under the night sky. The stars don't shine nearly as bright as where we are, so close to the heart of the city. Still, it is a pleasant sight. Shoichi walks me home before heading back to his own house. I'll get started on the invite for Hitoki-chan.